fully live.
Ew.
Pog.
Ew.
Sup?
Neat.
Neato.
Believe me, Pass, one Lena is already enough. Do not subject us to more of them.
Pass, you.
That's too much.
I'll be honest with you. You gotta let me help people out more with their character sheets, so I can keep getting their characters, so I can just keep doing this. All the line, man. All the list.
He wants to steal their identity.
Oh, so he's
Identity
the
fraud.
he's the flesh the skinwalker now.
I'm not a skinwalker.
And yet you morph into others.
So, for the viewer's sake, who's
Oh, recap, yeah.
Oh, right, that was my job now.
Yeah, it's your job.
It's my job.
It's canon now.
Mm-hmm.
He took your job!
It's official. Hold on. Let me get it. Alrighty then. Are we all ready for the magnificent reading of this beautiful recap?
Sure.
Lovely. Last time, session 57. The night of the wedding has arrived. Most of the party prepares themselves with last-minute tasks. Eager aids in general heavy lifting, and Avis brings the completed wedding dress to Uka and helps her into it. Spears takes control of the cooking crew, and using his wildfire spirit, he creates a circle of fires and applies the new techniques he learned during his stay at the Mountain Lion tribe. Rioth plans to show himself at the ceremony, but stays away from most of the party, as his presence could dampen the festivities and Uka's mood. After the ceremony is complete and Uka is blood bonded to Tallow, she specifically goes to fetch Rioth, saying her mood would turn even worse if he doesn't show up for Nala, and imploring him to use this celebration to mend fences with the tribe. Nala understands, but demands he at least dance with her once during the party, to which he begrudgingly relents. As the celebration goes on, Uka finds her mother standing at the cave entrance, looking up at a carving she made of her husband. They talk for a bit about how much they wish he could have been present on this day, when Magna gets a look of shock. A spectral Arthengri is standing behind Uka. He cannot speak, but non-verbally congratulates and blesses Uka, gives Tallow a stern finger to look after his daughter, and kisses his wife before turning back into a shimmering orb and floating up into the sky. Loads of people get pretty drunk, except the pregnant ones, and continue until they drop. The next morning, the tribe returns to their usual work, albeit with large numbers of with a large number of hangovers. Rioth continues training the hunter prodigies in the woods. Spiris goes back to the fields, tending to the crops and discussing future cultivations and sophistications with the other druids present, while keeping an eye on his daughters. They also got drunk last night and started chatting up some of the boys their age. Uka and Tallow create a new type of liquid receptacle, one made of metal. Uka also gives Eager the copper needle she made recently, asking if he can hand it to Avis. Eager then tells her it was him that sieged Ernalda to allow her father to appear yesterday, and then Eager brings Avis the needle and goes to check if the copper geode has any large chunks left. None left. At that moment, a horn can be heard in the distance, not for battle, but to announce the arrival of an envoy. 15 people show up, mostly braves from the Mountain Lion tribe. Among them is a priestess of Erla, who has come to offer her healing for the injured, Lena Lightbringer. Also standing out is a furball giantkin named Deacon, an escaped slave from the Serpent tribe. He too has come to offer aid to the Deer tribe in any way deemed fit. Eager goes to escort the chieftain to them, and a proper welcome is extended. But the chieftain is concerned of how effective his tribe's defenses stack up against giantkin slaves controlled by the Serpent tribe. And that's where we left off.
Neat.
Pass? Where are we starting the scene?
As all of you have been introduced,
Mhm.
you, of course, have been I believe we left where we left off, where you guys were the two new characters of Lena Lightbringer and Deacon the Giantkin were being introduced to
Try.
the tribe, and most of the team, if I remember correctly, who was
Yep.
there?
I was in the woods, but I was
Yeah.
heading back after I heard the horn.
At this moment it's still only Eager has spoken to them, and only Spears is the only other person who's seen them.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're just still at the front gate, then it's just them.
Working on the field.
But they have
My
I
new
do
character
remember
was
that they
about
were,
to see to the wounded in the camp.
Yeah, no, I do believe that when we last left off, the chieftain had officially invited them in.
Yes.
Yes. Well, you have been extended free access to the tribe to start doing your work, and I guess you will be doing that then, Lena.
Yeah. Because we have the new player, I guess maybe he could get the chance first, so he actually could be a part of the game.
He is.
Sure. Deacon. You...
yes.
Sorry.
It's
Is that
okay.
just- is that
I was
just- Is that just his entire personality? Grunt.
As you're explaining what you want to do, you can speak plainly. You don't need to go in character for it.
Oh, okay. I probably would go in with Lena and help with the healing.
Mhm.
Oh, so we take an action together.
Yeah.
Give me a second here. I just want to double check. Whoa. All right. You are mage, so to speak. Oh, you got some fancy spells. I love this.
Fancy.
Who are you talking about, Lena or Deacon?
Deacon.
Perhaps both.
Yeah.
Both are.
Are
Magic
they both
users.
healing specialists?
Yes.
Well, Deacon's a celestial warlock, so they do have some healing.
And Lena is also a cleric of light or life. I can't remember, but
think it
both.
was
Life,
life.
I think.
It was life.
If they're specialized in healing, they're a life cleric. Yeah.
Yeah, she's alive. Her main priority is healing and make everyone feel good.
Ugh.
Phrasing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I guess
Mm.
me and Deacon just gonna take our turn together.
Yes. As you walk in and you are being shown into the bigger tent over here where all the sadly wounded and mangled people are being kept for treatment. I guess you go straight to work to see who you can help, and
I'm I'm gonna go straight to work, looking what kind of injuries there is, and with my knowledge, how can I treat them and start treating from basically an end where I can start.
Look
roll
for
me
the
a
worst.
medicine.
The worst injured.
Deacon will just try to help wherever he can.
Normal or advantage?
Well, If he's going to be helping you, then it would be at advantage.
You would have advantage because you're getting help from Deacon. 25. Okay.
God damn.
You didn't need to roll twice, hon. You already got it.
It was a misclick.
They double tapped by accident.
Yes,
There's
but
nothing wrong with double
25.
tapping.
Almost in a 20. While I'm doing, I will give them comforting words by the sun.
Oh God, evangelizing during.
Please just let me die.
I just want to die, please.
As
Basically, for
Kill
every
me.
heal, she will say, "May the sun praise your way."
well, as you give excellent healing to those that you can heal, you manage to patch up and make sure that 10 of the 15 wounded are patched up and would be after a day's rest should be able to get back into working, but there are sadly 5 people who are not so lucky.
What kind of wounds do they have?
Like, will they still recover, but it'll just take time, or they're like gonna die?
They're not gonna die, they are quite literally missing limbs.
Right.
Oh, okay.
What kind of limbs?
All of them.
Arms and
Uh,
legs.
All of them.
yes, some of them are missing one of their legs, and some have lost an arm or a hand.
I will
Flashback.
ask. I will kneel to the one with the missing leg.
Don't flashback this past.
Hey,
please.
do you have a name?
I'm Chona.
Jonna.
Chona.
Yes. Do you know if there's any amazing craftsmen in this settlement? I maybe have an idea for helping you with your problem, but I sadly don't have the skills.
You
For making that kind of equipment. On my travel in the great forests, I've seen things, and I maybe could suggest one of your crafters, an object who can make you walk again. So the sun always will bring you joy and no sorrow.
Gonna say it'd be funny if you sent her to Uka. She could have a conversation with herself.
Oh god, that would be so weird.
I can do it. I can talk to myself. I do it all the time.
well, he thanks you. He already have a crutch, so to speak, so that he can. The ones who are missing limbs, those who at least are missing legs, have crutches, but the ones who, for example, are missing a hand or an arm, can still, work per se and walk around, but they are limited in what they can actually be useful for.
But do they answer my question by if there are any amazing crafter in this camp?
Depends on who you seek. talented woodworkers, and we also have some new ones who can work with chopper.
What is the most steady of these materials?
I don't know what you mean.
If you hit it or use it, what doesn't break that easily?
How most sturdy?
Well, we have maybe I am not so sure in what you're talking about, because we are using what we have here, what we can gather.
Then I will try to have a talk with some of your crafters myself, and maybe find some help for. And I look for everyone who missing a limb. Maybe one day helping you be whole again. Maybe not the same way, but as good as we can do. And I will send the gods a prayer for sending you less pain and less sorrow.
They thank you for your service, and you can see some of them are in better spirits than before. But that's really all you can do for now, as you have fixed up the 15 out of the 20 who were wounded over the last long while.
And then she will look to Deacon and say, "Hey, thank you for the help with the wounded."
It is no problem. Always glad to help.
Let's go to greet some of the campments and settle in, maybe.
After you.
Wonder how they're
Thank
gonna
you.
respond to the fucking dragon walking around.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Is anyone gonna do something else because don't want to take the entire focus?
Well,
Well.
as you said, looking for the guest quarters where you'll be settling in, we can shift focus to. Let's take it from an end of. Eager, what are you doing at this point of time?
Well, he was he let the chieftain deal with the newcomers to the tribe.
Mhm.
Even though he is a little bit curious, he'll have a chance to talk to them later. Um, but he has gotten a little idea with the fact that there's not a whole lot of copper left in the shattered boulder that was brought down by one very clumsy mammoth. He might perhaps start thinking about finding a more safe area to cause a non-destructive avalanche to see if he can uncover more material. Perhaps somewhere like a couple 100 feet off to the side, on the other side of the spring.
Make sure there's no one in the blast radius when everything falls.
You could also, like, go, further south or north and see if you can find any veins of the cliff face, so to speak.
Oh, just straight on the ground level. Hmm.
You never know, there might be some. No one ever really checked.
That is true. It's just, yeah. I'll probably in that case probably head south and just inspect along the wall, the cliff face.
Roll me an investigation.
Mm.
Hmm. Me
Oh,
just
God.
realizing that I didn't even have my character sheet at the ready.
Nice,
All
smooth.
right. All right. Let's see. Normal roll, I assume.
Yes.
Okay. Keeping in mind the other materials that Uka has shown me, so that I have a multitude of things I can look for. And using luck on that.
Roger
And
that.
survey says
Yes!
dirty 20.
Better.
Dirty 20, there we go. As you walk down the mountainside and inspecting the cliffs, sometimes you're like pulling out, a piece of rock off the cliffside to take a look at it. Let's see here, I'm gonna roll a few dices now to determine what you might be finding. Hmm.
Mm.
Yes.
Yes.
Turns into Yoda.
Interesting material we have. Okay. Excuse me about that.
Okay.
Who just cat Scooby Doo?
That was
What?
a Scooby Doo. That was Yoda.
Scooby. I mean, I could do Scoop. I could do Scoop as well, but
No.
For me, it sounded like Scooby.
As you walk down the cliff face, you do find a vein. It as you remove a rock and look at it, you see the telltale of the turquoise color in the rock inside the mountain.
So basically, the stone that Uka has been searching for so fucking long time.
turquoise. Is it just is that just the weathered coloration of wild copper?
Yes.
All right. And
It
just
turns
about.
slightly turquoise when it's exposed. And it was a loose rock with it, so it's just like, huh, looks where you pull it out from. Start, digging some of the small pebbles out of the hole, and you just start seeing more of a little more turquoise and then goody orange color inside.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
You also find something else.
Oh.
You find as wound almost on the side of the mountain, a scar, if you could say it like that, of red coloring. Very much contrast to the grayish slate of the mountain itself.
Does it have a similar look to the hematites that Uka showed me once?
Slightly. Like, it has the same reddish coloring as hematite, but it's more vibrant in its coloration.
Okay, and
Do you touch it?
are the two kind of mixed in with each other, or are they somewhat separate on separate chunks of stone?
They are separate.
Okay.
You know, you like walk several. You walk like almost halfway down to the burrows that are further to the south. If you, or in this case, it would be east, so to speak.
Yeah, geographically thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if it seems more vibrant than what I'm what I've seen before,
It
does it
would
appear to be sort of quote unquote leaking out of the rock?
not leaking, more as if, as you also look around you, you see some rocks have fallen down, as if it might have been an aftershock after the, you know,
Of the boulder.
The
The
incident.
incident.
the incident.
The quote unquote incident.
As
Incident.
as you look around you, you see a lot of
Yes.
knocked off rock pieces around you, because it wasn't, you know, just that singular piece that quite literally fell from the mountaintop.
Mm-hmm. Took a lot of small pebbles such with it.
Yeah, and it also, you know, knocked off bigger pieces that, like, again, like spread out and knocked off a lot of different pieces on its way down.
I see.
So it's something that has been exposed over the last couple of months, and you can see like this like reddish scar. Um, you also see that it seems like it has like. Do you go over and touch it? Is the first question I'm going to ask.
Yeah, I would probably at least give it a finger inspection.
As you like run your finger, you see how your fingers are turning red.
Hmm. Okay.
As
um.
it's like and as you like starts rubbing on it, you see how it like transfers to all your fingers, so to speak, as you're like rubbing your thumb
Mhm.
across first your index finger. You see how it rubs off on that, and then you like go for the next finger and see how it rubs up. It rubs off.
Yeah. All right. Um. Just how far apart would you say these two veins of ore are?
There's like 100 feet between them.
Ah, okay. So I'd have to deal with them one by one. Okay. I am going to take a few. I'm gonna run a risk here, but I'm gonna try it either way.
Mhm.
I'm going to take a little bit of distance, and I am going to cast Shatter on the vein. Because if
Okay.
I remember correctly from the text of Shatter,
You can target objects with it, yes.
And they have vulnerability, I believe.
He's magic mining.
Oh no. Never
it
mind.
doesn't have siege
Yeah, I was.
vulnerability, but it does. A non-magical object that isn't being worn or carried also takes the damage.
Right. You're casting it on a mountain. Great. Let's see how.
That's why that's why I'm taking.
Oh, I mean, it's
taking a look
only
at
a
the
small
distance.
bit, at least. It's only a
It's only
small.
it's only a localized. It's only a localized shatter. It's not a straight up earthquake.
Like someone cast earthquake.
Cracks,
And I can
just
literally
cracks
cast it at
around the
60
mountain
feet
and it all
range.
collapses.
And
And
you
I
And
can
we all
literally
die.
cast it at 60 feet range. And I'm like hundreds of feet away from camp. If
You
something
are around
comes
100.
down on top of you guys, that'd be ridiculously.
It's fine.
Alright.
I'm in the forest. I'm fine.
Avis only just walks out and you accidentally kill your wife, damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
The whole mountain
Damn.
just collapses.
God damn it!
Guys, let me speak here.
Mm.
Are you
Sorry.
going for the copper vein that is the closest to camp, or are you starting with the hematite? You're pretty sure it's hematite because it has the same rub-off effect,
Mhm.
and you can use it for coloring because of the ochre.
Well, we still have some of the copper left, and well, the fact that we know it's here makes it easier to find. But I was aware that Uka wanted to experiment more with the hematite, so I'm gonna go for that first. And
Roll me damage.
to ensure that I don't don't set off more than I can handle, I'm not gonna upcast it. Just the regular cast.
Say
Oh,
it in
come on.
primordial.
Yeah, do it.
I'll yeah, no, make it even worse.
Are you
I
doing it
remember
for
what
Highest
that
level.
did. I remember
Highest
what that
level
did
in
last
primordial.
How about we don't immediately cause a full-on earthquake, okay?
Nah, it'll be
It's
fine.
alright. Deacon just showed up. It's like it's a good way to take him out.
For fuck's sake.
What?
Anyways,
Mhm.
I maybe just let Iger do his thing.
As you cast this orb into the mountain, and you see how the orb starts vibrating as it hits the rock, and you see how the mountain itself, at least locally, starts vibrating, and you see how rock starts to fall off. And you see how pieces starts to shatter around where the orb is like pushing in towards the mountainside.
Please say nothing's happening to the camp.
I think we're fine.
He
I mean,
doesn't know. He's outside.
you guys can probably hear the blast sound, but
You can hear the blast sound, like you hear and feel the trembling because the mountain, is still,
it's because it's solid rock. It transfers the sound waves very efficiently. Okay, but nothing substantial has come loose yet.
I'm going to be rolling.
Okay.
As you stand, you see how 9 blocks of the mountain are like small boulders, like get shaken loose, and a whole lot of pebbles also. And you see here like how a crack, like a shattering, happens, and you see how this wound like splits in the middle. You just made into the mountain.
And these boulders, are they like my size, or would these be like conceivably liftable? Or if not, just rollable?
they're not round, so they're not easily rollable.
You
And they are a little bit bigger than you, I would like to point out.
Oh boy, yeah, okay.
could get help.
I know.
Just
Boulders.
saying, you just saw a fucking giant go into the camp.
um. Well, with the fact that I did manage to make some decent impact on the boulders, probably go and I'll probably head back to get some people to help me out collect the boulders and rummage through the pebbles to see whether or not any loose bits of vein have popped off. So I'm gonna head
Well,
back.
the rest of the party, as this happens, at first you hear like this um, explosion-like sound coming further down the mountainside, and then the shaking starts. Just for a moment, the ground itself starts shaking. Loose pebble starts jumping on the ground.
Is that happening at the same time where we healing the people?
Yes, you see how people, lay, lays flat on the ground.
Like an earthquake.
I'm basically gonna do the same.
More like trauma from the last time.
Yeah, yeah.
You're just gonna do the same and ask, is this more normal? Around here.
Uh-oh.
Take a look at it when I'm done healing you guys. You're my first priority.
Thank you.
Won't be much help if it collapses on them. Oh, my hand's fixed. Great. Splat.
Aww.
Damn it!
Hey, as long as Stone not falling in the cave, she's basically just gonna heal.
You do see
it's just a
dust.
little rumble, okay? It's just a
Dust.
little rumble.
Dust.
Dust loosens itself from the ceiling. Maybe a single pebble or something like that, but
But not more.
Stalactites come crushing down, spearing
So not
people.
more than that. Got it. She not gonna do anything endless than healing these guys. React.
Any other response from any of the other players?
I mean, I'm not. Would I hear it in the woods?
I mean, you'd probably hear the blast.
you hear the
Okay.
blast, and then you can feel like underneath your feet the
Like an
aftershape.
earthquake. So, yeah. Great. So I hear a horn, and then I start hearing explosions. It's like I think there's a battle.
A horn and then
Oh,
a
no.
I
bell.
guess you're running.
Yeah. I mean, I was running before, but now I'm running even faster.
Just one
Double time it. Dun, 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 dun.
nice.
It's like
quiet
basically
day.
tell
Did you
the
just tell the
kids-
kids like, stay here.
Stay.
no. Well, I
No, no.
tell them to head back to my tent, and then I'll head in. Like with my bow ready and Fang running behind me.
Just wanted a quiet day. Quiet day to work on the field.
You're out in the field?
I'm always out in the field.
Okay.
Just assume
So-
when he's not talking, he's farming.
I'm
Alright,
literally
so-
doing NPC work.
He's
So-
literally he's playing Farming Simulator out here.
Hey, it's a
if you
fucking good game. Don't you dare talk back about
It's,
my
it's
game.
actually not a
Oh
bad
no,
game.
I'm. It's no, it's not. I did not say that either. I did not insult your nostalgia. Okay.
Armor spirits
Those
at work.
Yeah, always a
Spirits,
But
if you
instead
look
of
up,
talking about Farm Simulator, what?
if
Well,
Let's
if you
stop.
all feel the shaking. Most of everybody, except those who were inside the cave, hear the explosion. They are just gonna feel the shaking more violently than those outside because they are inside the mountain that's been shaken violently.
Wonder who did that.
so the whole camp is going mental.
A little bit.
Little fear going on from a lot of people.
I'm trying to calm people down. At least where I am.
Children are screaming, women are crying, men are begging the gods for not collapsing the cave on top of them again.
For God's sake.
Deacon will probably end up going outside seeing what the ruckus is about.
You see how the entire outside, like this area, is completely empty of people.
They've evacuated.
They've
Yeah,
immediately
they
bailed.
quite literally ran for the lowlands down here. Like they
That is
just
pretty
ran
understandable.
over through the fields.
And stomping plants.
No, they're trying.
Spirits
They're
will be
trying to
upset.
run through the paths in between the crops.
Oh, okay.
Because if we are not gonna get killed by rocks, we don't want to starve, you know.
That's true.
Yeah.
You know,
It's just a small rumble. Avis is not amused. She just kind of sits there,
I'm currently
continuing to practice with her needle.
just looking at the mountain for a little bit, just waiting.
I'm sure that'll be steady. You just be like stabbing yourself.
Well, it probably stopped as suddenly as it started. So
Yeah, it's just like
Oh, okay.
it's
Oh,
like
it's a
brief,
sudden thing.
like,
Okay.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
That's it.
Right. Well, spirits, you'll see me coming running across the water with Fang, like bow ready, going, Spirits, what's going on?
We got guests, but they aren't violent. Why are you? Is it the horn and
That-
then the blast?
Yeah. We under attack?
No.
Then what's going on?
I would assume I saw Eager like walk off somewhere.
You probably would have seen it.
Though I
you
don't
probably
think
would pay attention to it a little bit. Like, oh, he's leaving. Why is he walking down that
Why is
way?
he walking that way? Well, judging from the way the sound came, I think it was Eager blasting something.
The... hang on.
He didn't
And
explain
I'll-
nothing to me.
I'll start running down to see what the fuck's going on.
Well, you're gonna meet him about 2/3 of the way.
You see him
You could-
triumphantly
back.
carrying a crystal in his hand, like, ha ha! Look what I got!
Haha!
Just shoot him in the foot.
Are you literally doing that?
No.
Shoots
That's
in the
what I
foot.
thought.
Please say that
damn.
was a joke.
It was a joke.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Managed to find some more material. Some of the materials we used to create.
I thought we were under attack.
Oh, you could
I
hear
was
that?
in the woods.
Oh,
I heard a horn and then an explosion.
yeah, that was a little bit of unfortunate timing.
Poor time.
Yeah, I don't know really what much to say about that. But on the upside, I managed to not make the mountain crumble down, whilst knocking free a sizable number of boulders containing the ore. So I'm just gonna go over and collect a couple of people to help me salvage it.
Yeah. How about we not do that anymore? If we're
Why?
mining, maybe with tools, so it's slower
What
and
what tools? We don't have tools for that.
What you know of is
The only-
Ukas have in mind making them.
Maybe we can design tools for that. Okay? Just not magical explosions that could collapse things. We've had that issue before.
I'll have you know that was a very controlled explosion.
Sure, but it could have gone badly. That's all I'm saying.
Fine, we'll work on it. For now, though, I've managed to collect some materials, so if you wouldn't mind, help me get some people to collect it.
Okay.
And let me do the
Then-
explaining, because I can assume that probably people are. If you're able to if you were able to hear it out in the woods, yeah, no, people definitely heard it in the camp, and
Yeah,
you know
there were
what happened.
people running. There were people running out. Like, a lot of people.
I'll deal with calming the people down.
Okay.
Better.
And then I'll just
And they
follow
have
you.
read the rest of the way back. Probably seeing a sizable group of people just looking in my direction.
And a giantkin.
Nope.
You see, people are looking at you, scared. You see a giant that looks at you, bewildered. You see Tallow and Uka going back in to make sure nothing happened to the forge or the kiln. They have.
Stay calm, people. Stay calm. There's no need to fret. The quake is over.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know that?
Do I need to roll a persuasion check to calm them down?
And they did ask you a good question. Maybe just try and explain yourself first.
Okay.
How do you know it, buddy?
Because I know what caused it, and I know that it's not going to happen again.
How can you be sure that mountains shook? Dust and pebbles were falling. We should probably just move from here. I'm certain of it. Wouldn't want to stay here no longer. This is the second time it's already happened. Second time, I tell you. It wouldn't. What happens when the third time hits or the fourth? The cave
Need-
might at that time, you know, collapse down
Were
on
there any considerable boulders coming down over here? Any? Because it doesn't seem like it.
It starts with dust and pebble, ye young man. And then
You're
the rock starts falling. I'm telling you.
You're overthinking it, old man.
Fuck the others, bro.
Damn, son.
God damn it, why do you have to make me laugh while I have the voice changer on?
Because it's funny.
There will be no more quakes, I can assure that. And it seems like the preventative measures we took to prevent another disaster are working. Because most of the people immediately went to evacuate, which is good. So even in the situation that it does catastrophically go wrong again, we are prepared to keep casualties to a minimum.
just doing everything he can to calm them down without actually explaining that it was him that caused the explosion.
Bro, this was accidentally the first ever drill ever existed.
Inside check.
Inside check indeed.
All right, go ahead. And for me, like what? Persuasion?
Oh, wait. God damn it! Did it do that again?
Do what again?
Do what again?
Reset some of the character sheets to always roll with advantage, even though I set it to cure.
Well, I mean,
No, that's just a standard setting. He hasn't just
Yeah,
Magnus
it's
just
standard
hasn't
setting.
changed it yet.
you just technically
Switch
take
to
what the
query.
first number is.
No, because when I made his character sheet, I did change it to Q for advantage, but apparently it reset itself to go with advantage again.
Okay, that's weird.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I'm
Yeah.
starting to get annoyed at Roll20 because sometimes we have. Do you guys remember when I told you that I lost, or a couple of character sheets or NPC sheets?
Mm-hmm.
Because the Roll20 reset itself?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I mean, boss, I'll be honest with you. In general, even when people do roll with this sort of thing, you usually just take the left number unless it's
Yeah.
Yeah, that. It'll work. That'll work for now. Just
Yeah.
he's trying to fix it right now.
No.
Fixed it.
Okay, good.
But we'll just take the left one. 21. He is definitely keeping something out of the explanation. You know that. You noticed that pretty quick, Deacon. The way he's, trying to dance around a very much direct question.
He stands around a thing.
At least be aware of at least the consideration of your fellow tribe.
Mm-hmm.
If he gets hard to talk like that, you can always,
Oh.
just speak plainly.
Okay.
Don't want
It
people
was
to
also-
wreck your
It
voice.
also kind of. It
Just-
also was kind of difficult to understand what you were saying.
I understood.
Well, sorry that I'm a little bit giant. I'm just saying, be more considerate with your fellow tribes and their lives.
Right.
It is my duty to do that. I know what I'm doing. And I know how to speak to my tribesmen, Giant. There's no need for unnecessary chaos.
He nods.
Now, you seem like the strong type. Would you mind helping me out with what happened?
Sure, I'll help.
Right. You
So
just,
you see Ryoth give you a side eye when you say unnecessary chaos.
I'm also looking.
like he's one to talk.
And maybe Talon gonna give him a side eye too. But know him right.
The people that know the man's just slowly giving him side eyes.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
He just kind of smiles at you and raises an eyebrow.
Are you sure you didn't have anything to do with it? You didn't answer my question now, did you?
Well, what was your question?
How do you know it wouldn't happen again? You dodged the answer to answer it completely.
No, I answered you that I know what happened.
And do tell me what happened, would you?
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, you kind of backed yourself into a corner on that.
Come on, fess up.
Just admit that you're the one that did it. Unless you can find a way around this, I'm actually curious if you can.
A large chunk of ore was embedded in the rock. I attempted to move it, and it caused some rumble in the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
As far as I'm
If
able
you
to tell,
try to remove
Mm-hmm.
from the mountain. It shouldn't shake like that unless you did it on some very vital ways. Are you sure you're telling the entire truth here? Because I have a sense that you are lying to me, good sir.
That was me.
No.
I'm still haven't got control of whatever was happening, and it caused the mountain to shake when I was interacting with it.
Now Eager's the one giving a side eye.
They already hate me.
Yeah, so
I whispered to you.
I feel like that'd actually be
I
something
don't
more
know. I don't know
believable.
you.
But I saw
No,
you run through
tribe.
come from the forest. You weren't over there with him in the beginning.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did run straight to me. The story doesn't add up.
Mm.
This old man, this fucking detective over.
This fucking old man.
yeah.
Can someone just knock him out already?
I shoot him.
No, for fuck's sake! Why is
Oh, I see in front of it.
why is the answer to all your problems shooting people?
'Cause who
It
cares
fixes the
about him, bro?
problem. Again, they already hate me.
I guess that was a joke again.
Yes,
Yes.
it was a joke.
Everything, a lot of.
If I shoot random people, consider it a joke.
Riot, just you don't need to bother. Just let me deal with this, and just go into the camp and try and find some strong-looking people that could help you with this.
Oh, okay.
Now you listen here, young man. I want an explanation, and I want it now. Because I will not sit by and watch my tribe, which I am your senior and an elder at the council, and I demand an explanation.
Oh, he's a council member. Oh, good.
Ah, so no one will miss him.
Oh, for fuck's
Could just
sake.
take him with you. Saying.
You say you found all? Good. But you probably didn't extract it the right way. Otherwise it wouldn't have been shaking like that.
I
You
don't
tried-
have many ways.
It's almost as if he
Would it satisfy you to just see the end result?
Sure. Sure.
Fine. Give us a moment to gather some people to help with the collection, and we'll move over there. Besides, I've spotted another site of ore as well. And we currently do not have the kind of equipment that would safely extract it from the wall.
Are you sure about that?
looks at old
If
man.
you were clever, you will bring Uka with you so she can look at how to. It could
Oh,
help.
she's coming with for sure. The fact that she was able to throw that boulder, yeah, no, she's definitely coming. It's one of the strongest people that Eager knows.
True.
There was another, but he died.
We don't care about him.
Wow. Split second.
What? What? Do we?
Aggressive today.
So he gonna go with people.
How many people are we able to collect?
Together with the elder, because he's kind of curious about this too. Yeah, he managed to wrangle like 40 dudes of average to strength-based build. Even a couple of the warriors are getting enlisted for this.
And of course, Uka is a part of it.
Yeah, and with Uka also joining the fray. Because when she heard all crystals, she's just like,
oh, I'm getting in on that shit.
Yes. And she bring Tallow because, of course.
I mean, you know, if she heard the word ore and she saw that Eager was talking about it, she knows what he's doing.
Yeah, and she's grabbing Tallow by the hand. Hey, wanna look at some crystals? Dragging him with her, I guess.
Not
Not
even
even,
giving him a
not
choice.
even. Wow.
Asks him a question, already starts dragging him.
Him, you know, like teaching the kids how to pour the metal out from the crucible. Like how to pour properly into the shapes, and her just like comes over, picks him up. Come, we're going to look at Chris, and him just like, no, hot.
And I guess to bring her hammer. And her new tools, too.
Yeah. Like she straps on her tool belt with her hammer, different tools and whatnot. And just picks him up, starts walking. Him, you know, like having to let go of the crucible. You kids just keep doing that. I'll be back later.
And Eager's gonna take him over to the site 0.
But as you, together with the entire trope of a minor army of workers, are shown down where the boulders are laying. You see how Uka just like drops tallow, takes out her hammer, and charges at the nearest boulder.
On the way there, I've also pointed out the copper vein.
Oh my, it surely does look rich here. Have you made sure to contact the mountain spirit before doing this? Don't want to piss off, you know, the local spirits. Very bad.
You can rest easy. I will let you know that I have a very personal connection with one of the local earth spirits.
Pulls out Chris Rock.
Let's go.
Just Chris.
Why?
Chris the Rock, oh god.
His name is Chris.
We make jokes.
A lot of them.
But as you see how people are starting, you know, to pick up.
Better start sifting through the smaller chunks.
Yeah. You also see a couple of people are taking out hammer rocks and smaller. What would that actually be? Because I know I've read up about this, how they did it back in the early days of doing mining. Give me a second here. I'm double checking something so I'm not spewing bullshit, because I want to keep this as canon as possible.
We don't want to be spewing bullshit now.
Yeah, like we do the rest of the time.
Always.
Well, in the meantime, I will head back to my tent and let the kids know that it's safe for them to go and find their parents.
Yeah, you can find your parents now.
Yeah. We're not dying. It's fine.
Oh yeah, Pass is we moving on to the next one, so everyone can get a turn.
Yeah, this is gonna take a while, so someone else can take the spotlight for a
Wait
moment.
a minute.
Yes.
Wait a minute.
Who you giving the word pass?
Well, let's see here. Eager is there, Spirits is there, Riot is there. We just had Lena. Avis we're missing out on.
So Avis, what you got?
Yeah. Let's see here.
What you doing?
That is a good question. I think I said that Ava was just getting like some practice in with the copper needle that she got from Uka. Trying to test it out, see what it does and all that, how it works for her. Having seen all the commotion happen with the rumbling, she just kind of takes a glance, sees Eager in trouble, and just kind of, I don't know, walks along, is interested in what is happening.
So Avis basically helping with the mining.
I mean, if she can, sure.
Probably mostly observing though. She's
Yeah,
definitely not a strength-based character.
no.
I've only got a
If
plus
in
one to
some way I
myself.
can carry it magically, then I guess I'll do that. But I don't have much.
Hmm.
Sorry, just had a coughing fit. Um, were anything asked of me? Sorry.
No.
Basically, Avis has come to take a look at the mining operation.
Well, you see people busy at work. Uka, having a field day. Deacon also seems familiar with some of this. Weirdly enough.
Hmm.
Like Deacon, for you, you feel something pulling you into this. You're not entirely sure where it comes from, but you have a familiarity of something.
Hmm.
But it was you see, like, everybody is working, cutting, gathering loose pieces of pebbles with crystal pieces on. Uh, you see an old man standing next to Eager and like tapping him on his thigh with his walking stick and like looks mildly makes you annoyed, irritated, and a little bit unhappy. You're not entirely sure.
See, annoying old man. Got it.
Just an annoying old man.
What do you mean? I told you we have good tools for extracting crystals from this. How do you think we extracted the crystals from our at the older boulder that fell down?
Yeah, that was a loose boulder. It was not exactly in the rock, was it?
No, but what works on a loose rock also works on a damn mountain. There's not much of a difference now, is there?
You got
I
a
beg
point.
to differ, but
You got a point though.
you're an old one, so you know you uh, assumedly so know more than me.
Especially if that great lass over there gets to improve the tools he's already been promising us, I will say it will become much easier in the future.
Quite
I guess
sure of it, yes.
I guess he's talking about Uka.
Yep.
But
Oh,
I'm
and
what I'm
here comes her. Greetings, Avis. What brings you out here? I thought you were going to stay with your knitting.
Ouch.
Oh, I was wondering what all this commotion was about, and I see that my Monsmate has gotten himself a bit in trouble. He has a small smile and again raises an eyebrow at Eager, wondering what this is all about.
Makes a pleading face back, like, please don't call it trouble.
No trouble he will be in.
Oh, that was my nose again.
I told you. We can do it the old-fashioned way, or we can try to do it your way and see how the mountain responds to that. I'm sure it will not be pleasant for any of us if that's the case.
How many times do I have to tell you? It was very controlled.
It might be controlled for you, but that doesn't mean that the earth spirit's taking politely to it. That does it.
I am tasked with speaking to them. You think I don't know what the earth spirits say? Need I remind you that I am destined to become the successor to the chief, to the shaman?
Aggressive.
No,
And
he's
yet,
standing his ground on. He's standing his ground on that he knows what he's doing.
yes, and still, you're out traveling, not learning, or taking care of your duties here as the supposed successor. Hmm? Always out on a new adventure, are you not?
Making sure that your tribe does not get overrun by serpent tribe members by establishing pacts with another tribe, yes.
I'm trying to say Eager does nothing for this tribe.
I did not say that. I'm just saying that he should probably also take mine to complete his studies before my friend the old shaman passes. He is getting old, you know. I just want to make sure that the next generation that is going to take over is doing it properly.
I will learn from the old ways, but that does not mean I need to interpret them perfectly.
I never said that. Thanks to her, he points towards Uka having the time of her day collecting crystals. With her, she has brought many new things to our tribes. Yes, and I'm looking forward to see, as long as I live, what it will take us. But that does not mean that we shouldn't adhere to the traditions and the songs of ancestors. They still have wisdom that we need to listen to.
Igor's just gonna give a long, drawn-out sigh because he realizes he cannot convince this man for the life of him.
Too stubborn.
The stubbornness of an old man is quite enduring indeed.
An old man in power, mind you.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's nothing. There's yeah, nothing you can do.
Do you want my bow?
No.
And
I do not commit violence upon an old man.
also, if you really wanted to take it out, why didn't you ask the dragon?
His methods of rock extraction are very caustic. It could damage the material.
Do we even know exactly what that is?
Oh, you're thinking if he's using his breath. Oh no, I was thinking of him using his claws. They cut through stone like it was butter.
What is butter?
What's butter?
Hold that
Like-
thought.
Like grape paste.
Internet
they didn't
dial-up
improve
noise.
We don't even have bread.
If anyone would know that, it would be Spears.
Maybe just say if it was poop, then.
What?
What?
No, no.
Would you
Raw.
cook poop? No.
I think dirt might be the better word.
Cut
here.
stone as if it were dirt. That
I
works.
cut- Or
Sorta.
tallow. A knife through tallow.
What?
I like that
I
one.
was like, wait, what?
I like that one.
Not his name.
Bro.
Tallow as in double L-O-Y. W, sorry. Tallow.
Oh, I
He
don't know
just
what
looks
that
up
is.
and just, what?
Well, he might be able to help us with the other vein. The thing is that he does have a mind of his own, and unless it interests him, he does not care about our practices.
You want a shiny?
Just asking Nala to ask him to do it.
Are you standing next to him and asking that, or?
No, I'm not there. I was just saying.
Just curious, are they talking about tallow like Uka's husband?
No.
No.
No. You know when you melt fat of animals or cleaning skins, like when you're scraping it, you get tallow out of that. It's a fat produce.
Ah,
I was
got
I
it.
was just joking about that.
I wasn't.
We make a lot of jokes here.
Do we?
I mean, I'd
So-
say we do.
Also, we misspeak a lot of times.
Always.
That too.
Understandable.
So, what's gonna happen now?
Well, as the entire tribe kind of goes into a new rhythm, do you wish to talk with a poisoned tooth? Eager.
I got this.
I might give it a try, yeah.
You'll do that afterwards. Spears, my boy.
Ah, yeah.
You went back to the fields, correct?
I was at the fields more or less the whole time.
I thought you went with the rest of the group over to take a look at what was going on.
Did I? I don't recall.
I thought you
You,
mentioned
you
you
didn't
wanted.
say you were going.
Yeah, I don't think.
Oh. I assumed you did, but
I mean,
you're still working.
I know I'm a smartass because sometimes I'll respond to people even though they're probably in another scene, but that's just me being a smartass. But anyways.
Yeah. But also,
Mm.
I wouldn't be surprised if you wanted to know, at least know what was going on and then get back to work.
Yeah, I probably would have at least checked and saw, or I would have saw. I'm pretty sure I would have saw like some of the stuff being dragged over.
I don't know if we were already hauling stuff straight back.
Mm.
Well, as soon as it gets cut out, crystals, they are like being transported back for sortment. What can be used for dye, what can be smelted down, and what can be used for jewelry, so to speak.
Okay.
Basically,
this-
you made
wait,
the
hold on a
Uka
minute.
go to heaven. She's so happy that it's heavenly path.
Oh, hold on a fucking minute. Is this old man keeping me hostage here so that I don't even get any of the material?
The old man. I think he outsmarted you.
Because
Well,
like a
you
kid
said
with
it was
candy
for
store.
prosperity of the tribes, didn't you? So let the tribe have their fill, I would say.
Last time I checked, Eager is also part of the tribe, so he may take his own share, you know?
Not to
And he
mention
is
the
also
fact
the
that I'm
one
the one
that
who
discovered
found
it.
it.
Yes, my point.
Sure, I am but jesting.
Are
Besides,
you?
I do not have any purpose for the crystal other than innovating our crafting tools. I do not care for jewelry.
But that's where you're wrong. Jewelry do contain power, especially if you use it correctly.
Mm-hmm.
I'll leave that
And
to
wait.
the enchanters.
But I will bid you goodbye, eager Brimstone.
Did he say that with a sneer in his voice?
No,
He just speaks with a sneer. Okay.
He's old. Give him a break.
Spirits.
No.
Yeah.
Now we are
Break him.
speaking back to you properly.
Yeah.
Say,
You
don't worry,
are.
he just hates everyone.
Roll me a perception check.
Yeah, sure, guy, boss. Give me a minute. Perception. 25.
Nice.
Nice.
That net 19
As-
again.
As you're taking care of the field, you suddenly see one from the tribe is dragging something behind them towards where the people are breaking down the stones.
So,
You see a wooden construct with round spinning things. It's not very big, but it seems.
Wheel.
is it bad that the first thought that went through my head was witchcraft?
Yeah, burn it.
But he'd look. I'd probably walk up to. I know what this is out of game, but I don't know what it is in. So this weird, round contraption thing. What is that?
You're stopping the guy and asking him, "What the f is that?"
Yes. What do?
It makes it so it's easier to transport things. It's what was it? Oh yeah, Wheeler made it.
Oh, who? Who made it?
Wheeler, one of the woodworkers.
Wheeler.
Yeah.
Made this.
First name Joey.
No.
No, his name is just Wheel.
His name is just Wheel. Wheel made this. What does he call it?
Well, he just made it. I think we just call it a wheel. It's something he made. I don't know what to call it. It goes round.
Does it make it lighter to carry things?
It makes it easier because you can pull instead of like dragging it on straight on the ground. You put it onto this, and then the wheels, as you pull it, makes it go round, and it makes it easier to transport things.
Interesting.
Are you saying they just invented the wheel?
Some random guy invented the wheel named Wheel.
Wheel, check wheel.
And he and he also simultaneously invented the wheel axes, apparently.
That's not that hard. I'm sure it's fine. The man must have been a genius.
How straight you need to get the wood in order to do that?
The man's a master of his craft. What can I say?
Plus, he got new tools from Uka, so he has access to that.
He's got that fucking
Yeah, Uga made the
precision.
tools for the camp, so it would be easier for people to make stuff.
Dog
Like,
literally has precision.
it's
now.
still a rough construct of a wagon, I would like to point out, or a handcart. But it has wheels on he can drag.
It's not the greatest,
so
but it works.
it works.
It's all we're aiming for so far is it works. Huh.
Yeah, he came to an idea after he saw some kids apparently playing with a round rock and it went spinning.
I tell you, sometimes kids just have the most unique ideas.
I say so too.
Come up with the same idea when they started what's the word? When they started putting rocks around where the water starts flowing into the crops. It seems to hold it more sturdy.
Yes, they were also at some point trying to dam up the water. Didn't work very well. Almost flooded the crops. Didn't go very well with some of the druids.
Yeah, it's not going to go well with a lot of us. We kind of need the food.
Kids will be kids. They're not always thinking.
Yep. Though even if they aren't, they seem to have some wildly grand ideas. Well,
like, well, Wheel then took the idea behind the rolling rock and thought that you could potentially make it out of wood, and then he created like a small thing that basically ran around. He gave to the kids for them to play with to see how it rolled, and it rolled pretty well with the kids. And then he kind of made this. It's the only one we got, but it works.
All right. Thank you for enlightening me on the wheel. I'll leave you to your things.
Well, thanks. I better get going, else they will probably yell at me again for not be able to pick up the things they need.
Just tell them, if anything, just tell them that Spirit stopped you for a little bit and talked to you. Had questions. I'm sure they wouldn't mind too much.
You should know. You should try to understand and know. It's not always easy to be a hauler.
Yeah. I'm sure it is.
As he starts walking off towards the...
Oh my god, no. Seems some people misheard a word you said, bud.
What?
Yeah.
Smaller.
You said hauler, and it sounded like a different word. It's hard. It's hard being a hauler.
A hauler.
A hauler.
Yeah, yeah.
Hauler.
But the way you said it, it sounded like haul.
Yeah.
Trust me,
God damn!
I didn't pick it up until Avis brought it up.
I'm sorry, but all of us heard it that way.
Yeah. I was like, I didn't want to say it out loud, but
It's like, excuse me.
I was looking. I went, wait, what?
like I was what?
Hey yo.
Oh god. Okay.
Anyway,
Okay,
moving on.
I mean, I know it's the oldest profession in the world, but
Yeah.
Here's the nearest rock
So, what is Barry's gonna do to next? Or is it the Spirit's turn?
I suppose from there, everyone else is kind of doing their own thing. I think spirits could use some self-improvement for now.
Oh.
Might take
What are
some
you thinking?
meaning.
controlling fire more. The last time, that's what I wanted to do, and he's going to do the same thing. Wants to get better control of fire.
With the aid of your fire spirit, or on your own?
I suppose with the aid of the fire spirit, seeing that it's out almost all the time.
Yeah, but it's kind of mostly hanging with Magena.
Is it still hanging with Magena?
It is actually staying outside the field, or because the red ground hurts it. So it like stands outside the field, like sitting, looking at you.
Yeah. Well, yeah. No. Then I would just go away from the field and find a spot that's more or less safe to practice controlling fire.
Nowhere is safe for the fire.
You
Maybe
sure
some
about
isolated stump.
an isolated stump? That I'm sure. Yeah. No. An isolated
Well,
stump. Something that
fireplace.
is certainly flammable.
Right
And
here.
also near the water.
Of course.
As you walk over to the stump, you want to learn how to control and potentially even expand the amount of fire you can control. Am I correct on assumption of that?
Yeah.
And the
Sure.
intensity of the flame?
Yes.
He wants to discover blue fire.
I want to make fire better.
Okay,
Make fire bigger.
roll me 3 concentration checks.
3 con
Big
checks.
fire.
I'm assuming with
And if he found a way to make the fire hotter, he will be Uka's new best friend.
I could always technically make it hotter under technical circumstances. Anyways.
You have Warcaster, right?
Yeah, I have Warcaster. I've always had Warcaster. I was about to ask if that gives me advantage or not.
Yeah, it gives you advantage because it's like you're trying to focus in on the spell and the intensity and the
Ugh.
okay.
Okay.
That's a little better.
Okay.
Yep. There we go.
That's quite better.
Increasingly better.
Rough
Just got-
start. Rough start. But
but
it's
it got better.
A little wild.
Wildfire druid.
The fire spirit jumps up on top of the stump, sets it on fire, sits in it, and you try to control it, like makes it like do a small fiery explosion,
Mm-hmm.
and it just looks at you like, "Come
Fuck,
on,
Come on, man.
What the fuck, dude?
what are you
Okay.
doing, dude?"
I'm trying.
Focus!
And your second and third attempt, much more, as you like tries to like force the fire in to condense, to also get stronger as you're like pulling more air into the fire. You see how it like gets hotter and starts to change the color a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And you also see how the stump starts to turn into something else.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, he's inventing charcoal.
What?
And then what?
I was gonna ask what else is going on.
You get to roll one more Constitution saving throw. Has any concentration for this?
Okay.
And let's see if magic happens.
One last shot. Natural 20.
Oh, nice.
There you go.
It literally.
Got better
Oh my
and
god! It
better.
kept getting better.
Until they got perfect.
Bing,
Not
bing.
perfect, he's on his way to learn. As you use your control flame, and you're condensing it in to the point where you see that the fire spirit like even jumps off out of fear. The stump has the fires going on, and you see how the flame changes from orange to red to purple to blue.
Achievement unlocked. Blue flames.
And you can start seeing that it's starting to even potentially get hotter than that, but it's tough to keep it because you're burning so much air around you. You can like feel air being sucked in around you towards the fire. And you also see that the stump is turning to ash almost instantaneously as you reach this level
God damn.
of concentrated heat.
He
Also,
is
I'm gonna
Super
roll a
Saiyan 2.
I'm gonna roll a chance die.
Uh-oh.
You feel the earth around you starting to get hot.
Coming from the flame or from something else?
You're not entirely sure.
Okay. Okay.
You just see how the ground from the stump around you starts smoldering.
Ah, yes.
You see how plant life like instantaneously dries up and either burns, like self-igniting instantaneously, burning out. And you start feeling the heat underneath your feet as if something is burning underground.
Hmm. That's a little concerning.
Do you learn to summon a fire spirit?
I don't think I learned to
Like-
summon a fire
Like
spirit.
a
Elemental?
like a full-on elemental?
Either that or he hit the gas main.
Wait, we have a gas main now?
What?
Oh yeah.
When did we install
You're
that?
cooking with gas.
Could have been cooking with gas this whole time. Anyways. That.
That is worth researching.
Very much so.
Do you let go of your concentration?
Yes.
Instantaneously, the entire fire just instantly snuffs out of existence as it has no more fuel to burn, and but the ground underneath you is still hot,
I'm gonna take a
smoldering.
few steps back from what I've done.
I don't want to be there anymore.
I don't want to be standing on something that could light me on fire. So
Also, as you take a few steps back, you hear sizzling coming from you.
Ah. I was afraid of that.
Are you radiating the heat now?
I'm gonna go to the water.
Di tries to dip his toe in, causes a steam burst.
I am not gonna fully jump in. But I am gonna do what you said, that I'm gonna dip my toe in and just see what happens.
First there is nothing happens, but then you hear a sizzling, and it actually hurts you a little bit.
Fucking...
Do you look yourself over?
Yeah.
You're like burnt. Like you have burn marks all over your skin from being that close to that heavy of a flame.
Like, what would
Might
you
be
say,
a
like
good
second-degree
time
burn marks?
to search Laner.
Or any of the healers that may or may not be nearby at the time.
Yeah. Is it like first or second-degree burns?
How about a burns we talking? I'm unfamiliar with actual burn injuries.
Well, third-degree burns are straight-up disintegration of flesh, and I'm pretty sure that's not going on.
No.
No.
Like first degree
it's
is like blistering.
Oh, he has starting to develop blisters all over. But some of them also instantaneously popping because
Yeah, that's second degree.
They cannot contain the water because they are literally boiling and creating steam, whereafter they are bursting out of his body.
Ugh.
Is
Yeah,
my
no,
character
that
actually done
hurts
with
like
the
hell.
healing in the tent right now?
Well, you wouldn't know to go out into the front to heal him.
I'm assuming
He's over here.
I remember Deacon was outside, but I'm pretty sure he's with
He's
the
over
rest
by
of the people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's over by the mining exploration.
Yeah.
Do
I
you
mean,
step
I'm
into the water to try and help cool off?
Fuck.
Not a good idea.
Really? No shit. That's what I was thinking too.
I would have been over here working on my little garden, and I would have seen the flames, so I would have been kind of watching. So
You
I would
see
probably
a
see him.
blistered and burnt spirit standing at the water's edge.
Are you running in and getting a healer?
I think you should go get that look. That you don't look good.
Really now? I don't look good, huh?
Nope.
What gave you that idea?
All the blisters. You look kind of fucked up.
I'm gonna attempt to get a druid or any form of healer.
Actually,
Well-
I can do a little bit, and I'll come over and I'll
Certainly want to try.
yeah, I'll
Curiously
Roll
enough,
medicine.
aloe vera
Oh,
actually
well-
not only works on sunburns but also like physical burns.
We have some.
I'll take some of the. I'll pick some of the alloy. Not alloy. Aloe.
Alloy.
Alloy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's an
I'm bringing
alloy.
over.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Put an alloy on him, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because we totally discovered that yet.
I think I could.
Just nail that in there. Yep,
I
that's
think
gonna
we could
work.
actually cook bacon on my back right now.
Yeah, let's
bacon?
go. I don't know. Sounds good though.
Nice. 22 for medicine.
Good roll.
You managed to treat it, but you would probably get someone who can do magical eating to take a look at it so that it doesn't,
Yeah.
you know.
It's just like so he can get back there.
Yeah, you're basically just being packed in by a mixture of this creamy aloe and the cotton plants that's been dipped in the aloe cream he has made together with a little bit of water to give a
And
cooling
he know
sensation.
one of the one who basically came in said that she was a big healer in her tribe.
I don't know that. I was in the woods.
He was in the woods. I
But
know. I
I'm
would
talking about
eventually go.
spirits.
He would.
Oh,
know.
right.
He would
Yeah.
realize.
He was on the field. He could hear everything.
Yeah, some more.
Mm-hmm.
So we know there is a really great healer just inside the cave.
The first thing is the mild patch job, and then a look over from somebody else. Don't worry, we're
Yeah,
getting
so
to that
that-
point.
That's the best I can do.
All right, appreciate it. I'm gonna go find a healer inside the tribe.
As you walk
Mhm.
in, people are giving you the side eye spears because you do not look good.
Nope. I'm just looking for a healer. I'm ignoring it right now.
Well, as people like suggest, hey, you should go over to the treehouse tent we have, where all the wounded and sickly are.
Second
Someone who's
he
over
walks
there might be
into
able
the
to help
tent.
you.
Uka will no. The
Yes,
second
Uka
tent
will
come
just
into
dive
the tent,
bomb on me.
How could you do this to
Liner
yourself?
just basically just look at him. Into the tent.
Yeah, I'll walk on in. I was told to go
As-
there. I go there.
I guess when he gets there, I'm basically done with the healing of the others.
Yes.
Oh, guy, what happened to you?
I was
Come
controlling.
here, let me take a look at that.
Okay.
And she will basically lay his hand on him and lay her hand on him, and saying, "Let the light heal this man's wounds." And she using a spell for basically healing all she can.
You get magically healed.
Yippee.
I'm just finding my spell.
That's all good.
You don't need to roll. This is like downtime
Instantaneous.
integration.
This is down. This is downtime stuff.
Just curious, so he know what he gets. What of my which one of my spells would be the best choice?
Sunbeam.
Yeah, Sunbeam. You got this. I'm already
You know,
burnt.
I
How
think
more
I'm gonna
burnt could I be?
take healing words
just
and
finish the job.
upcast it at the one of my level 3 spells.
Ah, okay. So third level healing word to heal me.
Oh, tree.
No, just cure wounds level 3.
Oh.
Better now.
Definitely feel better after practicing with fire.
What the? Really, did you fall in?
Did I fall in? I was the one that made the fire and tried to control it.
Have the power to
Yeah.
them.
I just made it really, really hot.
Maybe you.
Pepper, you're cutting out.
You're cutting out something fierce. I'm trying to run with it, but
Here for.
Well, I cannot hear what she's saying at
Little
all.
more
Yeah, no, it's very difficult to make out what she's saying.
next time.
You cut out so much. The only part of that I caught was next time.
You hear me now?
She's becoming a robot. Hold on?
She's becoming a robot.
Pass?
Really
Can you hear
Is
me?
your internet breaking?
Yeah, we can hear it. We can hear you.
Okay.
Yes, now you hear me.
Yes.
Good.
Okay. No,
Yeah, you were just
okay.
going robot.
Better.
You would just try, if you try
Yeah,
and
I don't know
speak,
what the fuck is happening.
try and speak like with a slight more power to your voice. The computer will probably pick you up a bit better.
It might also be because Discord, have been breaking. Because apparently Discord decided to do a TOS scan of their entire server network.
Well, wouldn't that make it slow for all of us?
What she's saying is.
I think it might be internet.
What she's saying is. Make
Oh no.
sure to take more care of yourself while playing with fire.
I'll try.
Oh god, there's a delay on?
Oh god.
Least.
Her voice is being like broken up into like sections.
She's talking in slow motion.
She's not. She's talking normally. I can hear her sitting here next to me.
No, it sounds to us like she's talking in slow motion.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what it is because we're running the same internet and I'm running fine. You can hear me just fine.
Yeah, you're
right?
fine.
Yeah.
You don't have a problem at all.
Give me a second here. I'm going out to double check.
Might be
really
her
quick.
PC. Yeah, it might be her PC.
Yeah, The only word there was a point in time where the only word I heard was just fucking next time. I'm like, am I getting threatened? Did I just get threatened? The fuck?
I'll heal you this time, but next time it's Sunday.
Listen, how much more cooked could I have been? Come on.
I mean, you were cooking, that's for sure.
I was certainly cooking, all right.
Is my sound better now?
Oh yeah, way better.
You sound
For
clearer
now, yeah.
now.
You sound
Yeah.
completely stable now.
Apparently I haven't attuned the headset to because I got my old headset back because Pass got a new one.
Oh, okay.
So my headset wasn't attuned to this headset, so Pass basically just fixed it.
Okay.
Okay,
Good.
nice.
Good. Yeah, no, you're not cutting out at all now.
I found out why. It was because it was the mic on her laptop.
Oh, and
But she doesn't sound any different.
And the voice sensitivity was too low or too high.
Maybe.
Anyways,
I just switched over to the headset on
Who's
her.
sold?
The mic on her headset instead. So.
But now
She
she
doesn't sound
sounds
any
good,
different.
so we can
Who's
continue
sold?
the scene. So be more careful next time you play with fire.
Oh yeah, I
Oh no.
didn't think.
I don't think it.
Nope.
Doing it again.
I don't think that was the problem, Pass.
I don't know what's wrong. I can't fix this. This is beyond my pay grade.
beyond your pay grade.
You don't
you're
have
the
a
one that's
pay
running
grade. Technology!
It's the greatest thing.
We love technology.
Do we?
If it works, yeah.
Really? Do we?
Well, I mean, we're using it right now, aren't we?
Unfucking fortunately.
Yeah, but ours is working fine.
Unfortunate.
Unfortunate.
Guys, what about we take a small break here? We already been here for almost.
Sure.
Yeah, we're
2
at
hours.
the cusp of 2 hours.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's take a
Oh,
break.
good.
A mini break and just kind of vibe for a while.
Technical issue, troubleshooting break.
Yes. Also, get snacks. Go get something to drink. All know the good stuff.
Chow time.
We'll be back in like 5 minutes or so. Okay.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Good.
Job done.
Get
Job's
to finally
done.
eat breakfast.
Righto. Off I
God
go
damn it.
then.
Yep.
Anyways.
Do your things, whatever y'all gotta do. It's not like I've got anything better to do. I'm just gonna drink my soda and cry.
I'll have any plans for like what we'll be doing? Because I feel like the main ideas we have for like goals are like completing the stones and like
Well, the thing is, we need to
kinda.
find some. We gotta find other things to do to make us go over to the area of the stones too, not just getting the stones.
Well, I mean,
Well, I
I'm
mean-
sure we'll find plenty things to do when we on the way there.
On the way, yeah. Like
I mean,
Skyrim, when
let's-
you go in to do
yeah.
a mission and then there's side quests that pop up on the way.
13
Yeah.
extra side quests just to complete one fucking main quest.
I
all 'cause
mean,
you
every
decided to
single time
talk
we
to
go
all the
traveling, there's
NPCs.
something that pops up.
Literally, it's every time you go to talk to one fucking NPC, you get bombarded with like 17 side quests while you're trying to complete the main quest.
Yeah, I say we
Mhm.
leave the next day. Just take this day to do some stuff and then leave the next day.
Listen, all I know is I achieved blue fire, so we're on the right path. I burned myself, but that's fine. That comes with the territory. I wonder what would happen if I would have kept concentration of it. Could have gone even further beyond. And someone died. It was Uthmar.
Pepper.
Pepper.
Yeah.
Pepper did.
Pepper did.
Yeah, pepper. Only salt.
Pepper machine broke and got salt though.
I'm back again. Just rebooted my entire fucking PC and trying to get stuff fixed.
Oh, good.
You sound alright for now, at least.
I am currently trying to finish eating my breakfast.
Breakfast.
Yeah.
Nice.
I couldn't make anything earlier, and my wife ended up making something for me while I'm here. Got me some egg, cheese, onion, bacon sandwich.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dope.
Oh,
Done?
there goes
That
Amazon.
was
No,
Amazon.
that's fine.
I think my problem is solved now.
You think?
Alright, I'm back.
What?
Alright.
Salt?
Got myself some apple flaps.
Apple flaps?
Noise.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Russell
questioning.
knows what it is.
Oh yeah,
The fuck
it's
are
good shit.
they? Is good shit?
They
Good
are
shit.
very nice.
It's very nice.
I got
It's a
salami
nice.
stick.
I also got myself some pineapple juice with frozen chunks of pineapple in there.
Very sweet.
Actually feeling a little bit sad about me not having any snacks at home.
Aww.
I don't
got-
either.
Not
I
even
got
alcohol?
salami.
Not even
Yeah,
a what?
Not even alcohol?
I can't drink alcohol, you know.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah,
Pregnant.
I got salami sticks and vodka.
Perfect combination.
I got an empty glass.
Just walk
The
over to your bathroom
thing-
and fill it up with water then, pal.
I have a faucet in my room.
Oh, that's even
The
better.
only thing I have is a
Too
half
lazy, though.
can of I can't remember what that's called in English actually.
Can you describe it?
Water with taste.
Flavored water?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's go, flavored water. Shit's good.
It's
Apparently it's
basically just you have this kind of thing you put into water and then it tastes of this thing.
Apparently it's called an apple turnover.
Oh, okay. Now I know what you're talking about.
There's Amsama again.
I am.
I mean,
Do not speak. We're still in session.
you are forbidden.
You are forbidden to speak. Silence.
We just waiting on pass.
You know.
Did he forget to put it on the BRB screen?
I
I
believe he
don't know.
did. And because of that, well, and they can always hear us anyways. It's not like fucking deaf.
I mean, yeah,
That's true.
it doesn't matter.
And besides, for now, I'm sure nothing bad could possibly happen if we were left to our own devices.
I mean,
within the time frame that
We are
passes by.
amazing entertainment.
We're
so like,
obviously the stars of the show.
obviously.
As long as we don't say any embarrassing stuff.
What would
no.
we define as embarrassing? Please, Pepper, enlighten us.
Yes, please tell us all about.
I'm not gonna get in this fucking stream.
Now that's what you call pure switch baiting.
Hey, I'm protecting my sweetheart from embarrassment.
Oh,
I don't know why,
it's
but
fine.
Or
Uju tastes
TOS
good.
violation.
What's up, Gomez?
I said I don't know why, but pickle juice tastes good in the morning.
pickle juice.
So does rum, but we don't hear me talking about that.
Ah!
And now
God.
I'm gonna use the toilet because Pass finally got out.
Oh.
Okay.
Ah, so he was in the bathroom and then you had to go, but you couldn't go. Okay.
I
God.
see.
Why the hell? The pickles are bad enough on their own. Why the hell
What do
did
you
you
mean?
drink
Pickles
the
are
fucking
great.
juice?
Pickles are
I mean,
great.
pickles aren't bad. I don't mind pickles.
Ugh,
What do you have against pickles?
I don't like them. They're way too sour.
There are other
Well,
versions.
that's what makes them good.
They're awful. I do not like pickles in the slightest.
Fucking.
I mean, there was a period where, like, a while back, like a few years back, where my mom would just put pickles on every single dish.
So wait, if you were to have a burger, would you immediately ask the people to take off the pickles?
Immediately remove the pickles.
Okay. So would you would you be
Yes,
that? Hold on. No.
Whenever I'm in Ireland, I immediately tell out no gherkins.
So
Yeah, I was just about to say we call them gherkins here.
So whenever I need to ask this, are you the type of person that asks for no pickles, or do you wait until you get the burger and then remove the pickles?
No. I explicitly tell them beforehand to not include pickles.
Are you also the type of person that demands that they fix the burger if they give you one with pickles?
No.
So you just remove them if they did fuck up?
If they did fuck up, I'll just remove them afterwards. I'll let them know that they messed up, but
Hey, you fucked up, but I'll remove it
I'm
myself.
back.
Yeah. I'll remove it and then throw it in their face.
Good lord.
Okay.
I would
Gee.
also like to point out that we are live, you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know.
We're just talking about pickles.
Yeah,
It's
we're talking
fine.
about
all of
pickles.
this is PG, all right.
Yeah, this is all perfectly PG. We were talking about pickles. What's wrong with pickles?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just an asshole. It's not against the law.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with being an asshole.
Good lord. Let's get back to it. We
let's-
have like an
Mhm.
hour.
Yeah.
Why
let's
don't we
get
pick
back
up
to it.
with Deacon, since he hasn't done much.
Yeah, he hasn't done much.
Yeah, let's go over to Deacon.
What's Mr. Deacon doing?
How heavy are some of the bigger chunks?
What I see is Deacon is like walking over, like turning the bottles so that the guys with chisels and whatnot can start digging out and rip out the crystal pieces and the not so crystallized part of the rock to basically
Make it
get the
easier access
materials
for them.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Deacon is like walking between all 9 pieces, like turning them up, rolling them a little bit, sets it down, let the workers work on it, goes over to the next one, starts turning a little bit, sets it down, let the workers work on it. Like he just like goes around between the rocks, turning them over.
By the time he gets to the last one, he has to go back to the first one because they're finished.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just walking in a circle.
I do have a strength of a large-sized creature as a medium-sized creature.
I don't know what your strength stat is, but
16. I can almost lift 2,000 pounds.
Jesus Christ.
What? Excuse me?
Yeah, as a large-sized category strength, 16 times 60 is about almost 2,000.
16 times 15, and then that times 2.
Let me check.
Yeah.
You might have overdone it on your math,
Is
champ.
Your normal carrying capacity is
120.
doubled.
Oh yeah, it's 120. The lifting capacity is 120, so that'd be 1,920 pounds. It's
I'm
calculated
sorry.
a little bit.
No, it would be 480 because 16 times 15 is 240 times 2 is 480.
16 times 120.
So what I'm hearing
15.
is Deacon is a new
I have
muscle.
16 strength.
Yeah, 16 times
The way you
15.
calculate
That's how you
carrying
calculate that.
capacity is your strength score times 15. That is the regular carrying capacity calculation. Having the giant traits of additional carrying capacity only doubles that final number.
So you have 480, not like a million.
You can't lift up to a ton.
Just pick
Yeah,
up the mountain.
I'm only lifting them and pushing them. I'm not actually carrying
yeah,
them.
no, that
Yeah, I
also
know,
doubles
just-
it again, but that's pushing capacity.
Is
That's
that-
not lifting.
I thought
capacity.
medium was times. I thought mediums was time 30, not 15. Let me
No,
check.
it's 15.
But yes, you are lifting and or rolling the rocks that you cannot, straight up carry. Uh, you're just rolling them over to the next emplacement where the guys can start, breaking apart the crystal parts of the ore.
Do you have a concept of bags yet, or is it still just laying them out on skins and then using the
Well,
skins to pick them up?
I've got satchels and stuff, so
Bags are a thing, but crystals you do not carry in bags unless it's a very, very thick rarity, or else it's gonna ruin.
Yeah, it's gonna rip.
Yeah.
So sacks aren't useful here.
Buck, if you guys had buckets or barrels or crates, would have been another story, but you don't.
Those don't exist yet.
They will.
just
So,
create a wheelbarrow.
With this amount of hematite, it's not and Spears just figuring out a way to increase the heat of his flame. It's not going to take long before we learn how to smelt it.
Still working
Yeah,
on
but
the
the
control
question
bit.
is if the furnace you have can handle that heat.
Yeah, that's the point. We need to upgrade the furnace as well.
I mean, we could always test first.
Fucking causes a fucking meltdown.
The forge explodes. Or the kiln explodes, raining with flaming molten rock pieces everywhere.
Hey, I hope that is a joke. I don't want my
For
mouth
now,
to
it's
work.
not. It's not.
Get
It's a
destroyed.
joke. It's a joke. It's not canon right now.
Joke.
Give
We
it
did
time
not
though.
actively pursue this action yet.
Give it time
Yes.
though.
Thank you, because I worked a fucking entire week on that.
Shifty eyes.
It's not even your player character anymore.
I know, but I'm still attached to her.
I know. She's coming back.
If
Eventually.
that's
For
all
now, though,
Deacon's
let's
doing,
head back to Deacon and what he was doing.
Yeah.
yeah, you doing anything else?
But they soon run out of crystal, at least in the boulders that you're rolling around with. What else do you partake in then?
I'll probably go see if they have a shrine of Eula. Was it Eula? If I'm pronouncing it right, let me
Erla.
check my notes.
Erla.
Yeah, Eula.
Arnalda?
It depends on what you're trying to.
What do you need
What-
specifically?
What are you indicating? Yeah.
I'm just seeing how the shrine area looks. Try if it looks like it's a little bit messy, just straighten it up.
Okay, so you're heading in here, and this is where all the shrines are.
That's where the different.
That's the shrine chamber.
Yeah. You see figurines of the different. Or idols, rather, of the different goddesses and gods.
Would he recognize the main one? I can't remember his name. The big
Hegarian?
one. Yeah. He wouldn't recognize that, would he? Because not many people know about him.
Roll me knowledge check, Deacon.
What would that be? Wisdom?
No, it would be intelligence. because he's using his memory if he ever heard.
Then it'd be close to a history check.
Yes.
Oh,
Or religion.
Well, that's already a pretty good roll. Do you have any bonuses on history? Do you have proficiency in history?
oh, history. No.
Okay,
It's
then
just
it's
zero.
still the same roll. It's gonna be the same roll.
What about religion?
Religion is a +3.
Would that work, Puffs?
That could also work.
That would be a 19 then if
Then
it's
it would be a
religion.
19. Either goddamn way, it's a good roll.
Mm-hmm.
You are not entirely sure. He seems akin to something that you have a memory of, but it's still, foggy. You're not entirely sure, but you do recognize. He looks different for you than what you. You're sure that it doesn't look right the way the idol is made, so to speak.
Hmm. Hey, he's gonna probably assume that's what it looks like to them, more likely, because they usually go based off of what their followers' appearance would look like. Um, as long as there's not too much of a mess or tidying up to do, he'll just make sure that it looks decent for the shrine areas. And then,
As you walk through, you do a little bit of cleanup, a little bit of straighten. Something that seems to, be standing, a little bit ajar. You like just move it over so it stands perfectly.
yeah, and
And
then
priestess comes over to you.
Hmm.
Ah, greetings. How? What do you seem to be doing here?
just tightening up, making sure everything looks nice.
Oh, oh, thank you for your help, but usually we let the acolytes help out on that. Where are they all actually? They've been gone for most of the day today. Hmm.
He probably got a little bit occupied and got pulled in with what was going on outside.
What's going out outside?
Most, well, I believe his name is Igor. They loosened up some ore and some materials from the mountainside, and they were chiseling off some of the crystals and materials from the chunks that were taken off.
Hmm. Well, again, thank you, but you don't need to. I will be having to look out where they all went. But usually they're not doing manual labor, as in with taking out materials from the mountain. They usually do menial labor in here. Make sure everything is set up, that incense is burning, that the proper offerings are put down well. I make sure to prepare for anything that needs to be done.
That's fair. Oh, I'm sorry. I am Deacon.
Welcome, Deacon, to our humble little shrine. I am Sheila. I am head priestess, or newer head priestess. This is not normally my shrine to take care of. I am taking care of the shrine down by the great tree. if you remember.
The big one.
Mhm.
He nods.
It is holy ground, you see. And yet I
All
don't
pla-
know. Oh, you first.
all places with life I would consider as holy ground, because life is precious in all forms.
She gives a warm smile. That indeed it is. Unless it's been. Her looks gets a little bit worried. Unless it's been tainted in some form or another.
Has that been occurring lately?
Well, we had an incident with a fallen guardian back a couple of months. And some of the warriors, it seems, of the ones who kept you prisoner were also tainted. When we tried to take care of the bodies, we had a few who got hurt by handling them. So we decided to be more precarious and burn everything.
It is good that you are burning the tainted away. Just make sure you still give the dead their proper respects.
We do with the bones.
Is there anything that I can assist with?
Well, you already done most of the work the acolytes were supposed to be doing. So you have my thank you for that, Deacon.
Just no problem.
Are you gonna ask about the statue you faintly recognize?
Um, you you mind referring to me to this statue specifically? It looks vaguely remembering. Yeah. Uh, looks vaguely familiar, but it I assume it looks this way based off of what the tribe's protection or uh what the tribe perceives it as.
What do you mean that it doesn't look correctly?
Well, from my tribe, he looks vaguely more different, but like I said, I assume that's because this tribe sees him more differently than what my original tribe sees him.
Ah. Well, yes, he is the creator, after all.
Hmm.
As she says that, a little thing happens. Something breaks. As she says that. A flash of fire. A flash of screams. stock of red. And you see yourself kneeling before a statue. To you, also known as the creator, but he also carried another title. The Forge Father. And that's where you snap back into reality again.
Ugh. Ugh.
Are you okay? Deacon, you seemed out of place. Are you come here, sit down as she like grabs your oversized hand and like guides you to sit down on one of the rugs.
You'll sit down, or at least try to.
As you're sitting down, she, is like at eye height with you now. Did something happen to you, Deacon? Like you lost all your coloring almost.
It was like I had a memory come to me all of a sudden. Of them, of a forge, in a sense.
Forge? She looks a little bit confused because she hasn't heard or used that word before. What is forge?
It's like it's like almost like a small container that contains flame. Well, for me, it probably looks small, but then there's also a place to place metals and shape it.
You're not entirely sure where all this knowledge is coming from, but it's like you're just like spewing out this knowledge and you're like, wait, where did all this coming from? Like confused.
It's basically sounds directly what Uka has made outside, actually.
Oh. Oh, is that what it's called? One of our members had made something akin to that outside. Huh. It's called a forge. Huh.
Mind showing me where in front it is?
Sure, I will. But take a moment to get your wits about you. You seemed almost scared.
Right.
Are you sure you're okay?
Oh, I just need a little breather. It did hit me immediately. Ugh. He's gonna sit there and think about it before he gets up.
She will, offer a hand.
He'll reach out and I appreciate it.
You're very much welcome, Deacon. Now follow along, and I will show you where Uka and her mate has set up their little forge. And she got you out in front where you can see a small little kiln and a workstation has been set up underneath a straw roofing.
Are the kids still throwing metals in there?
The kids are not, directly throwing metals in, but they're like pouring it into a crucible and then slowly melting it, let it cook, so to speak, and then they like take one out that's done cooking and like pouring out metal into.
So it is in active use.
It's in active use by a couple of kids.
Egan will smile a little bit. Starting young, I see.
Oh, they shouldn't be doing that, but oh well. Um, um, it seems like neither Talo or Uka is here. They are the ones who have made this. They apparently figured out that you could melt the copper and use it to make different stuff. She like pulls out a small knife.
Hmm.
Really sharp and keeps an edge much better than stone would do. And it's easy enough to sharp again. If it does lose its edge, you don't need to go to have an almost entirely new knife made.
May I take a look at it?
She hands it to you.
How does the craftsman look on it? Craftsmanship.
As you look around, it looks decent for what they have access to. Like, it's not something, somehow it almost seems primitive to you by some weird reason, because you have a feeling that you could make it better if you just had the right tools. But it looks okay. You understand? It's like you're not entirely sure what's wrong here. It just seems off, crude even.
Damn, past just roasting Uka.
Unintentionally.
Throwing all the shade.
You have to remember.
Let's remember,
Yeah, I know.
Uka is
We're
I'm
joking.
just
only has
We're
joking. I
joking.
get it. I get it. It's just a joke.
she has only
Don't take it
studied the ways of
seriously.
the giants. He is
Don't
the
take it
giants.
seriously.
Hey, it sounds like Uka is maybe gonna have a new
Best friend.
worker.
Forge buddy.
Yeah, Talo's out.
No, not Talos never out. She just
He
hire
got
another.
demoted.
Will you stop sowing dissent, Ryeth?
You just hire him. Giving him work.
To
As you
what
look
tribe?
over
Mm,
the different tools, you suddenly have an urge to make something. Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
um,
Resist the urge to forge.
Nope.
24.
You stop it for now, but you have an urge to go into the shop and still create something. It is there, so to speak. Tempting, promising.
Could just
Right.
have a talk with Uka and ask, can I craft?
Can I please make something? I need to do so.
Can I play
Or
with
else
your
I'll go
Lego?
insane.
As much as Deacon would enjoy to do some crafting, he probably would prefer to ask before before he starts messing with someone else's equipment.
Fair enough.
He
Boring.
he will
She'll be
he'll
back in no
get
time.
he'll give the knife back. It is decent enough quality for what you have access to.
She looks at you weird. What do you mean, access to? This is brand new.
It is
You're not entirely sure why you said it
rub,
like that.
rubs hand on forehead
You're starting to get a headache.
a little bit. This feels familiar, but also not.
It feels familiar yet alien.
Mm,
Has Deacon kind of memory loss?
Yes?
a little bit. Doesn't help that he was controlled for a good while.
Oh
Don't
my
know for how
god.
long.
He's gonna be Uka's new best friend.
Well, he is
Mm,
a giant, Kin. So he kind of would be because you're like also
You
having a connection.
you can get
You
big too.
studied the way of the giants, and giants have always been known as forge masters.
Yeah, when Uka's gonna meet him, she's immediately gonna have fun.
Yeah, it's not gonna take long.
who who is the owner of this?
Oh, that would be Ukantalo. They have they were the one who discovered how to make stuff like the knife I showed you. They also been starting to make other things that our people have enjoyed plenty of.
Hmm. I hope to meet meet them at some point. Probably conversate with them.
She starts walking out the gateway and like looks down the road. Oh, I think I can see them down there.
Thank you.
Basically, point out the girl having the time of her life.
You see this large woman with a what looks like a hammer, like a real hammer, just hammering, having a hammer time, uh, crushing rocks for crystal.
That is nice.
Looking looking like a child who just got the Christmas gift they have wished for the last 10 years.
Thank you for helping me out, priestess. I'll try to go talk with them.
Of course, have a may the light shine on your path, Deacon. And she will give like a small bow.
That's
And
my line.
Deacon will bow in return, thinking that that's the what they do is the proper way of doing things. And then I'll walk over to them. Hello. To
Oh,
uh
hello. How can I help you?
uh
Wow. Oh, you're the one they were talking about that showed up.
I'm one of you.
Wait, we have more of you?
No, I came with the group that came here. I just uh I'm I'm sorry. I'm just working over a I'm just coming over from a headache that I just recently just came with. Um,
Ah,
but I was told that that was your um I believe they said it was your kennel.
yes, my kiln. And my workstation is down there, yes?
Remember,
Is something wrong
mm,
with it?
it's it's pretty decent with what you're with everyone's capable of accessing, but I've mm, he just looks at with confusion, trying to figure out what he's trying to say. I'm just more used to something similar to it, but it's more known as a forge, which is born here.
Ah, Borch. Well, we were still trying to come up for word for it, but that sounds good. Might keep it.
Mm,
Uka and Telos Forge. That actually does have a nice ring to it.
But if you don't mind, uh, would I be able to use it at some time? I've had something on my mind of crafting, but
What would
it's
Uka say? Sorry to cut you off there, but I need to ask. What would Uka say in that case? Would that be an okay for another one to come in and try and use the forge, or would she be protecting it
She
like a
will
dragon with its sword?
basically say, um, first I'm gonna say, see what you basically is capable of, and hear some of your ideas, and then if she found you knowing enough she feel it's safe for you to work, she will basically let you work there. So have a dear conversation, kind of, and afterwards working together with him with his project, and basically putting him on a try on. And if he's good enough, she will offer him a job.
A trial of fire in the forge. Oh boy.
Try on.
Now, a trial of fire is also a phrasing, honey.
So basically, what she would act like in that situation.
Deacon will agree to these terms. Do you want me to just wait there until you're available, or
No, I
should
am
we go?
just about ready, done here with breaking off some of these. She like throws a small crystal piece over to you. I was just about done with this. You see how she like takes her hammer one last time and like cracks this boulder she was working on, and starts rummaging through it to see if there's any bigger crystals or anything, but she doesn't seem to find anything of interest in it.
Just curious, Past. You said he saw a huge woman. Has she turned giant doing all this thing?
Yeah, of course she would.
Of giant, only giant because excitement.
And because moving big rocks.
Yeah. And crushing them. Why do I suddenly see have this picture of Uka just a Russian suplex boulder to crack it?
That would be impressive.
Let's
Say
do the
she's-
straight up German.
She's just elbow dropping them, cracking them open like eggs.
The worst part, if she actually was strong enough, it actually could be something she would try to do.
There's a fucking power bomb.
She's a power mom, yes.
Well, if you want to work in the forge, I would like to see what you can do first. Deal? Before I let you play around with the big tools.
That is a deal.
Good. Then help me carry some of these boulder pieces. I need those because I need to hammer out some more pieces so I can try and see if I know how to can get how to melt them down. The piece of crystal she threw at you was basically a piece of black and reddish crystal.
Hmm.
Hematitis.
He'll grab one of the older chunks and takes it to wherever it needs to go.
As you like go over to pick it up, you like look into it, and you see like this geode of hematite inside of it.
Pretty. Yep.
She takes up another piece, a little bit as you walk back to the forge, and she introduces you to the kids that are literally just melting small copper bars for later use. And you can see there is already a couple of small piles of hematite that has been left over here. And she just brings like these two boulder pieces next to them. So, what's your name?
Deacon.
Greetings, Deacon. I am Uka.
It is nice to meet you, Uka.
Now, there's the kiln, that's where we melt the crystals so far. Over here at my workplace, we take the bars and heat them up till we can start hammering them out.
Sounds familiar.
And be careful not to touch the bar directly. Use these. She holds out a tongue made out of. Have you made metal tongues yet, or did you only have wooden ones for now?
Only wooden because I hadn't have a week more to make the metal. But that it's a work in progress.
You see that she has like this wooden tongue that has been wrapped in leather that she used, to move around the heated metal bits.
Mm.
And also to take out the crucibles where they need to be poured in to the, what are they called? The molds for the bars, basically. Take me a history check. Because you're trying to remember something. It escapes you.
Mm. That just it doesn't. It's not catching anything to his mind.
There is something you want, to say, but it kind of escapes you as you look at them, pouring the heated metal straight into the ground. Like, it just feels wrong to do it like that.
Mm. Doesn't seem right.
Oh, what do you mean?
The the uh the molding process, it just doesn't feel right to me.
How would you do it differently?
He's 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 trying to remember, but it's still eluding him at the moment. It's hard to describe.
You're trying to describe it.
Uh, it. Mm, he's just He's rubbing his head, trying to remember, but it's just not coming to him.
Is it because your kind do something different? Or are you...
Maybe. It's hard. It's a little hard for me to think upon it. But I know I have a feeling, but it's just not coming to me.
That's okay. You can take your time. We'll still continue to use this format for now. At least have figured out if we can do it in a better way, as you suggest.
You'll attempt to do it the way that was shown.
She takes a copper bar and throws onto the fireplace she has in her little forge work table to heat it up, and then she, grabs her trusty hammer and starts banging out something.
Mm.
Roll me perception check. As you're like taking in the smells and the sight of metal being heated up and beaten out, roll me a history check with advantage.
Seriously?
Are you your character is completely just mind blanking right now. Like, there is a familiarity to this. Like, and you also have this urge to create something, but it really like leaves you baffled because you're not entirely sure what you're doing here right now.
So strange. That's so familiar.
That is so unfortunate.
Ugh. Mm.
But as she, I'm gonna actually roll for her because she's making something. Okay. After a while, she hand shoots something.
Mm.
It's a hammer.
Oh.
Oh, she gave him his own hammer. There's so much Uka the mind to do that.
As you're holding it, it's a little bit overwhelmed in the size because it's like made to, a normal human-sized hand. So it's a little bit undersized for you. And then she like looks at it and just be like, "Give me a second, I'm gonna change some." She like takes the hammer away again, like goes over and plucks up the handle, throws it into a fire, takes a new branch and starts, cutting it again. And
big hammer.
And comes back with a hammer with a bigger handle so it's not, awkward for you to use. There you go.
Since this one's a little bit more comfortable with my hand, Do anything come to mind?
Roll me a history check with advantage again.
Nat 20, nat 20.
13
13.
is still good. As you're holding this hammer, a memory starts emerging, rearing up as a phoenix out of ash. Bearing its glory and majesty as you're overcome with this sense of needing to create something and you completely loses it. Uka sees him going into a creation frenzy. You may roll me a smithing tool as if you have proficiency and expertise in it.
Um, do I need to add smith tools to my stuff?
I'll do it, give me a sec. I'll do it for you. There you go, Deegan.
And then it's
Roll
just
me advantage.
as he goes to do it,
Come on,
he
get
takes
a nat 20.
he takes a deep breath in, and then starts going based off his heart.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Uka takes a step back as you go into this creation frenzy. You even rips off the roof because it's in the way for you to stand there and go, full hammer mode.
Going ham.
Mer.
You in this frenzy rips off the roof, casting it aside because it's in the way. Grabs some metal, throws it into the fire, heats it up, pulls out a couple of bars, starts hammering and hammering, sparks flying, fires are roaring. The kids get scared for a second.
Okay, probably gonna calm them down.
As you're hammering this metal into shape. Or several shapes you are creating.
What is he creating?
And as the madness leaves you and you come down,
Ugh. What does Deacon see in front of him?
what you have created is a spearhead. You'd create a proper knife. At least the metal part of the knife, it still needs a handle. The same with the spear, it still needs to be put on a pole, but you created a spearhead, a proper knife for your size category. And
So
you
that'd be
also,
like short. So it'd be like a short sword for us.
yeah. Um, you also created something you're not entirely sure what is, but it's a cutting tool. You just don't remember what it's for.
Does Uka recognize it as something she have thinking about creating? You know, all the drawings are made. There was parts
No,
Uka's
this is
remind.
not something you recognize. Because it's like a knife, but where your knife is like going outwards, this one is flipped as it goes inwards.
So basically a sable.
Or sickle.
Oh,
Yeah, and if you ask him how Uka will react, she will immediately hire him.
There is also another thing you have created. You have made a set of tools. You're not a new set of tools for the forge. Where the forge now has access to full metal tools for everything needed, so it will now be classed as a best craftsmanship workstation because you're basically just upgraded it. Everybody who will now be crafting here will be counting as an advantage on the roll because you have basically just extended the tools needed to run the forge at maximum capacity. The forge itself hasn't been upgraded yet, i.e. the kiln and the work table to be handling something of a more heavier class of metal, but
Basically, all the tools have been upgraded to copper variants.
yes. Like, she has a pair of thongs now made out of metal instead of wood. He also made a
He also
few
make like
he also made like a bunch of cups and other things out of metal. Like, it was really weird, like him just starting, just like throwing stuff on the side, as he created it in a creation frenzy, and just be like sitting there looking at it like a couple of cups, something you put on a stick to stab things,
he also
something that
created
cuts.
differently shaped hammers to make different kind of adjustments.
Yes.
I guess Uka just standing looking proud.
A man
it'll
after my heart.
Or like in shock.
Deacon will look at Uka. I hope this was adequate enough. Looks up to the what used to be where the roof is at. Sorry about the roof.
Whoops. We need bigger roof if I'm supposed to work here.
Remember, she have hormonally unbalanced, so she probably happy crying right now.
Yeah, she actually starts crying. And laughing. And then crying. And then laughing.
Oh, great, you
Are
broke her.
are you okay?
How is Tallow reacting to all this?
He's not there right now.
Oh boy.
When he's coming back, someone just broke his rifle.
Phrasing, honey. Phrasing. God
Well,
damn it.
I was gonna say,
Oh.
he's a big dude, so
Deacon is probably confused, but as a player,
Well,
no
I mean,
comment.
I would already understand that Tallow is the jealous type.
well, you know he is.
Not in that kind of way.
But But, dear viewers and players, this is where I will be calling session today. If you people are okay with it, because it is starting to get late here, and I'm starting to get hungry.
Yeah, I'll
No.
just say
Well, we
that
also
for
we had a major change in game.
Yeah.
yeah, I'll just say like for the rest of the day, I'll be working on my field.
Roger that.
Like your own little private garden.
Yeah, like all the healing herbs and stuff that I've got there.
Mhm.
I will basically, in the end of the day, go to the shrine and have a prayer to my god and thank her for sending me for this place, giving the world purpose and stuff like that. She would basically end every single day giving a prayer to her god. She is a priest.
Mm-hmm. But that's all for today, dear viewers. Hope you had a good time. I know I had. See you again next week, where we'll be continue on Saturdays with Team 2 and Sundays, as always, with Team 1. Till
We're not
next time.
we're not playing the next couple of weeks, are
Oh,
we? Because it's
that's... Oh,
Christmas and
that's right.
Remember, it's
New
Christmas
Year's.
and New Year.
That's right.
Yeah,
We
so
are not going to be playing the next 2 weeks because of Christmas and New Year's Eve
Yeah.
coming up on those days.
So
But
our next
till...
game is gonna be like the 7th.
Yes,
Right.
just the day before my birthday. Oh God.
Oh
that's my
boy,
sister's
DM's.
birthday.
Oh boy, DM's gonna get a birthday 20.
Oh no.
I
Technically, I
did
would
not
get a
think
birthday
that.
cake, but
I was just thinking we was just praising him and giving him a good
Yeah,
session.
he doesn't need a birthday. That's fine.
Hey, I'm gonna spoil him anyway.
Yeah, spoil him lots.
Well, dear viewers, thank you for today's session, and may you have a good day, good evening, and good night wherever you are on this glorious globe. Till next time. Bye
Bye
bye.
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 bye everyone.